Bob.
We're live. Dave, first of all, I haven't seen you since Orlando. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. The dog got fixed, and you know, I've had things to do.
Bit of an overshare, but I do care about. I care about Kaiser.
Well, that's all I'm thinking about right now is Kaiser.
Okay.
This is a weird game because no one really pays attention to the teams, or even the big stars. It's really about emerging talents. Correct? Would you say?
It's about getting to see the first and second year players and maybe the walk-ons you like play a little. It's about keeping your key guys healthy, which is why we didn't see Tommy Stevens. But every year
we may never see
every year there's a couple freshmen and a couple of walk-ons that show a little something.
Right.
And I know that we were going to talk about one of your favorite walk-ons in Penn State history, Dan Chisena.
Oh, Dan! How do you say his name?
Dan Chisena.
Chisena.
Yes, the speedball from Downingtown East.
From my kid's high school, Downingtown East.
He knows Nick Jones.
He was 3 years ahead of my kid, but he played with Kerry Angeline.
Okay, tight end.
Who went to USC and now is in North Carolina, South Carolina, one of the North Carolina State. That's where he is. Very, very fast kid.
Yes.
They basically just put him on the outside, and it looks like running down the field as fast as
field stretcher.
You can.
They call him field stretcher.
Is he the fastest guy in the field?
He's one of them. I think he could
faster than Hamlin.
I think he could also be a guy that might help them on special teams as a coverage guy.
As a gunner.
Yeah. I sure think so. He's got some nice size to him. You talk to him.
He played.
I thought he was the MVP of the game. They didn't give out an award. That would have been my pick.
He's basically. I mean, if you haven't played in a while, and he was on the track team for 3 years, and then was a little bit sheepish about asking back on the football team, but Franklin welcomed him back in typical James Franklin fashion. And then his parents had to pay. He was making like a $3/4 grant for baseball or for track as a sprinter. And now he has to pay all of a sudden last year. He got into 4 games. He was on 4 plays in special teams. And he was totally surprised today when James Franklin announced after a 60-yard touchdown that he was on scholarship. A big surprise.
Yeah. Also, that was a pretty nice throw by Will Levis, the redshirt freshman quarterback. He's got a nice arm. I think he's got a big future. He just has to leapfrog over about 8 quarterbacks at Penn State, and then he's going to be golden.
All right, we're going to play Roy Firestone word association. I'm going to throw out a guy.
No one knows who Roy Firestone is. But that's okay.
Yeah. Noah Kane.
Thumper. He's a thumper. He's a guy that still is figuring out the nuances of the position. But as James Franklin said after the game, you know what you're going to get with him. He's gonna get away from some guys. He's going to run through some guys.
He's a little squirmy.
He had Micah Parsons had him dead in the backfield in the first quarter. He got away from him. He eluded Brandon Smith, the 5-star, on the touchdown reception. They have a really talented backfield room, but this is a guy that's a different kind of running back. I think he can pick up some tough yards. He's going to have to work out some things, but I was impressed by him. I thought he was one of the best players on the field today.
Brandon Smith, you already mentioned it. But
yeah, I think Brandon's about a year away, needs to add a little bit of weight. I think he can play inside or outside, and they have a lot of linebackers that are veterans already in the room. But I think next year, 2020, is going to be Brandon's year, along with Lance Dixon.
28, Owe.
Jason Owe. He's a bigger, and this is a good thing, a bigger version of Aaron Maven. Aaron Maven was undersized. Remember, he was a first-round pick of the Bills?
That fast?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He ran 4.4 last year.
Okay.
He's almost 260. He has a chance to be in the Ettore Gross-Matos conversation as a pass rusher down the line.
Clifford Stevens, give me your percentage chance of who's going to start. I know it's unfair, but I'm an unfair guy.
60-40 Tommy, but if Sean Clifford ever gets hold of that job or gets in the game, he's not coming out.
Why do you say?
Because I think he's that good.
Why?
I think he's a better passer than Tommy. I think he's added some weight, and I think he is a guy that he's good in the moment. Remember how Trace was in the moment? The moment never got too big for him. I have a feeling that Sean Clifford is a guy you want the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter in a close game.
We might have to get closer to the microphone.
We're going to get a little closer now as we wrap this up.
Because the tractor guy. So, Clifford, can this offense transition to a guy like Clifford who doesn't run that well?
Yeah, I think they can. I think he really does a lot of nice things in the passing game. He's worked hard on extending plays with his feet. He's not a pure runner, but I think he can make 3 or 4 plays a game. Maybe not. He's not going to be like Trace McSorley, who ran 50 yards against Iowa. He's not going to be Tommy. He's not as big as Tommy, but I think he's a different kind of quarterback. He's somewhere in between, but I really like the way he throws the ball.
Who'd I miss among the emerging guys that you would mention?
Of the emerging guys today, the one guy that you didn't see a lot of that I think will be a factor in the fall, well, you did see a lot of them, but you don't see it on the field, is the young tackle, Rasheed Walker. Yeah, he can play left or right. I think he's going to be a starter. I think he's going to be really good. He reminds me a little bit of Levi Brown.
And is he good enough with his hands to start right now?
Well, he spent the whole spring going one-on-one against Yetur Gross-Matos. As James likes to say, iron sharpens iron. Yetur said he came a long way in spring. I think he'll only get better. I think he's going to be really good.
All right. That's about as much as we can handle on a blue-white.
Oh, look, now he leaves.
Yeah, I know, because he knew we were finishing. That's what the guy always does. He only comes out here when we start, and we
he's
know
really
his
getting
game.
under Dave's skin.
We know his
really
game.
getting under Dave's skin.
It's this passive-aggressive thing, and we've been dealing with it, but we're going to take care of him later. From Beaver Stadium on a gorgeous winter finally ended.
It's warmer now than it was at kickoff.
Yeah, on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Adios.